Well, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Time for a little bit of morning motivation. Today, we are talking the power of your personal purpose. And this is something that is very near and dear to me. As you may or may not know, that's actually what I did my TED talk on. It was, finding your personal purpose. That was actually one of the best experiences of my life is getting up on that stage. It was pretty darn cool. It was pretty darn cool. And one of the things that I talk a lot about is your personal purpose, right? It gives us a guiding light, a star to navigate by, a lighthouse to to see where we're going. It's a decision making tool, and I did not always have a very strong personal purpose. Actually, there was a long time where I just really didn't have much of a purpose. I talk about in my talk that my entire plan, right, my entire purpose was work hard, get promoted, make more money, repeat until you die, right? Um, that is not a good plan. It's not a good purpose. Having more money so you can have more stuff is not a purpose, right? The purpose needs to be why. Why do you want more money? Why do you want more stuff, right? What's behind it? What's going to live beyond you? That's where our purpose comes in, right? And so I just want to spend a little bit of time talking to you about what is your purpose? How do we find it, right? How do we figure out what do we want to do in this world, right? And for me, it's a process that we go through of how do we define what our ultimate success is. I go through this process with people in my Quest course, which will be part of my roundtable program that's coming soon. If you want to be a part of that, let me know. I'm doing a kind of a beta founders edition, and in that course, we the very first step after we kind of do some mindset stuff and figure out how do we overcome our inertia, right? What's the some of the the path to making a breakthrough, that sort of thing. The first thing that we need to really solidly define is what does ultimate success really look like, right? What is in all 9 areas of life balance, what does real ultimate success look like? Because here's the thing, so many of us have a solid handle on what we want to, what goals we have monetarily, right? Financially, right? Maybe even physically. We know, how how much how we want to weigh. We know, right, what success looks like physically and money. But what does ultimate success look like spiritually? What does ultimate success look like for your family or your friends or for philanthropy, right? What does ultimate success look like to you for real, right? That's that's important. That is, take the time to really look at it and figure out what does success look like for me, right? And not just a, yeah, these are the things I want. It's what does it look like, right? And go deep on it. Figure out this is what I truly want out of my life, right? And then, once you've got that, now we can start looking at what I call like your lighthouse, right? What are the things, the lessons that you've learned in your life that are what are the mistakes you've made? What are the things where you can provide a warning to someone or provide guidance? Here's what I've done that really worked well, right? And help people with that. I want to be able to serve. I mean, because I think Jim Rohn talked about how service to many leads to greatness, right? And so how can I serve? And then what are my passions? What do I love to do? I mean, because we all have things that we would we would do for free, and we would do them, for hours and hours without complaint, no stress. It's just passion. And then how do we mix all of that together and create a purpose that will drive us forward, right? Something that's beyond us. How do we take our all of our successes, all of the things that we love, all of the lessons we've learned, and share that and create something more, right? That's what that's what life is about. It's about leaving a legacy, something that will live beyond us, right? Create that why, that, here's why I'm here, right? Now, whether or not you believe that we were born with a destiny and we have one purpose in life or not, the reality is that you get to choose how you're going to live your life. And here's the deal, when you start to get clarity on that purpose, when you start to get clarity on what you want your life to look like, that's when you can start making decisions, right? When something comes along, whether it's small or large, a job opportunity, a relationship, anything at all, right? Do I eat the cheesecake? You know, is will this decision take me towards my ultimate purpose or away from it, right? And as I talk about it in my TED talk, there are no like answers. It's not like yeah maybe, right? It's either hell yes or no. That's it, right? If it's not a hell yes in your world, why would you do it? There is not enough life to go, I'll do something, right? Or something that no, that's not for me, right? Don't do those things. Say no. Learn to say no. That's so important because it's either hell yes or it's no. Don't do mediocre. I don't, I live a life to a third power, not a mediocre life. That's not enough. You are meant for more than right? So that you'll find your purpose, find that fire inside you that's going to bring out the best of you. That's what we're here for. That's why we're here, right? So find that fire within yourself. What makes you just excited to be alive? Find that and keep that burning. Use that as your North Star. Use that as the way to guide you through the decisions that you make for work, for life, right? It's not it's not an option because if you don't have that purpose, you're drifting. You're just drifting through life. You're not in command of your life. You're not determining where you want to go. You're just going wherever life will send you. And that is, for me, one of the saddest things that I can think of. And I don't want that for anyone, myself or you. What I try to teach my children is don't don't settle. Don't settle, right? Live your legacy. Be in command of your life. Don't just drift with whatever life will give you. It That's not okay. You are here to create a better world. Right? I still remember my middle school guidance counselor when I was 12 or 13 pulling me aside one time. I was in their office and I was like, Dan, what does the world owe you? And 12 or 13, I'm like, I don't know. I was like, the world doesn't owe you anything. You were given a gift. And I'm here to tell you, you were given a gift. The world gave you the gift of life. Now, the question is, will you leave this world a better place because you were here? So the world doesn't owe you anything. You owe the world. And I still remember when that guidance counselor told me that it blew my mind, right? So here's the thing. You're here on purpose. Live your life on purpose. That's what it's really about. That's how you take command of your life. It's doing it right and doing it for you, not for anybody else. It's either hell yes or no. Find your hell yeses. And in order to do that, you kind of need to know what your purpose is. Where are you going? So that is my wish for you. Find your purpose. Find why you're here. What are you going to give to the world? Yeah. That, when you do that, that is truly living your life to the third power. Till tomorrow, my friends. Thank you for listening to the Third Power Life podcast. Before you go, one quick question for you. Where are you on the path of life? Are you just drifting through your life? Are you fully in command somewhere in between? Well, you can find out where you are now by taking my new Commander Survey. It will tell you where you are on your growth journey and how to move yourself to the next level. You can find the link on the screen or in the show notes. Now, all I want to know now is, where do you stand?